Guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do Batman 127 by DC Comics. I like this cover. Well, you can see it's all digital, unfortunately, but it's not that bad. It's pretty cool, actually. But yeah, so let's dive in, and then we're gonna talk about the comic. It's written by Chip Zdarsky and George Jimenez. I have my personal problem. Well, not personal. I have my problems with the writing of Chip Zdarsky here and there. He can write, and I must say I'm enjoying this book, but there is also some parts that I didn't like in this comic, and we're going to mention that here and there. So back then, we see Batman being teleported to the Justice League. Well, I'm not sure. Well, he's coming from, I believe, the Justice League satellite, or is it maybe the? I don't know. I believe it was the satellite when they were in orbit. So Superman comes in and he says, "You knew the League would vote you out, even if the vote didn't go my way. Some of you still would have voted me for me to leave. I can work with people who don't want me who want me there when lives are on the line." So yeah, it's been told in GLA Tower of Babel. I have that. Pretty cool comic. I like the writing. So Soup says, "You had the files on all of us, ways to beat the entire league, and they fell into the hands of Raja Ghul. One of us could have died, but you didn't. Are we done here? I need to get to work." All right. So yeah, this is classic Batman. This is how he talks. Well, somewhat. But then Superman feels a little bit out of character, and that's one of my small gripes with the writing, but it's very small, but I want to mention it anyway. So he says, "I'm not here to talk Batman. I'm here to talk to Bruce Wayne." They are one and the same. "Take the damn mask off or I'll take it off for you." So yeah, first of all, Superman, angry as he is, doesn't talk that way at all. Unless he's really, really, really angry. But he doesn't seem that way. And I'm, going a little bit here and there, and we'll talk about further about this. So Batman takes his mask off, and he says, "I made a mistake." But he says that the mistake was not keeping the files, but more like that he wasn't, keeping them secure enough. And Superman says, "Amazing. So let me ask this. What's your contingency plan for yourself? What's the plan to take down Batman? It's you, Clark, the Justice League. Really? And how does the League take down the man who planned for us? Tell me the truth, damn it. In a world where you know every move, who stops the Batman?" Now, let's go back to that here. So, like I said, says this word, damn it. He must be really angry. But look at his face. He's just calm as, Superman normally would. If I say something like this with the word damn it in it, you can see the expression on people's faces that they are really angry. Here it's not. If I say it like this, then I will say, "Tell me the truth, damn it," instead of "Tell me the truth, damn it." There's a difference. You have to highlight that. You have to show that to people. So yeah, small nitpicking. Again, I have to highlight it. That's my quote unquote job. Anyway, so yeah, Bruce is turning himself into Batman of Zur and R. And there's something also off with Batman of Zur and R, I think. So Robin says, "Hey, Bruce, what are you?" He says, "Careful, Robin. We don't want anything to happen to you. We still have work to do, chum." And he says, "What's going on? What's that costume? Why does your voice sound so different?" And he says, "I'm Batman, pure and simple, boy, the Batman of Zur and R. Your Batman has called on me to save everyone." Okay, and then he opens, a door. And then he explains to Batman that when Bruce was mentally compromised, the Batman of Zur and R, his split personality would come and take over. And he says, "I am your protection against psychologically attacks." Now, okay, wait a minute here, because my main gripe with this is I'm reading the Wikipedia. I know Batman of Zur and R for a long time, but I don't know everything. So I wanted to get prepared when it comes to, highlighting these kind of things, because the Batman persona, let's say in the mid 2000s, they changed the Batman of Zur and R into what he is now. The Batman of Zur and R is a split personality that is shown to be more violent and unhinged than Batman's normal persona. All right, so if you are a more out of, unhinged character, how can you say that you are, that you are the protector against psychological attacks? I mean, isn't that the opposite? So if you are creating a split personality, wouldn't you create a Batman character that is not unhinged? The opposite. Instead of, hey, let's create a character that is more crazy, then, I'm not sure how it works, but, I find that a little bit strange. Anyway, I like the costume, but it seems that, I don't know, somebody is updating his costume. Not sure if I like that. It looks way too complicated for me anyway. But, like I said, it's nitpicking, but still. So it seems that this Batman has created Failsafe against Bruce because he could never create the thing to stop Batman if he ever went too far. And so Robin says, hey, do you know how to stop it? Unfortunately, I erased that memory knowing your Batman would call on me. Robin says, oh my God, I read about this in your back case files. But then Failsafe is here and he's looking for, I don't know, of course, Batman. So Batman is putting, I don't know, some gloves on it or some kind of a weapon, and he's shooting rockets at Failsafe. And And then out of nowhere, he's using flare sabers, let's call it that, fire sabers. And I thought to myself, okay, this is weird, but maybe this Batman is using different tactics than Bruce would. I mean, I know they're one and the same, but try to separate them. And also Robin has a flare saber, and so Failsafe says, a Batman who has lost his way is deaf. You must be stopped, pal. If you want to stop Batman, you have to stop Robin too. I like that sentence a lot. I mean, I love this dynamic duo, haha, if you will. And yeah, they are attacking Failsafe together. And I love the art. It's really good. The downside for me personally is I don't want it to sound too negative. The overabundance of colors. I wish they toned it down a little bit more like muted colors. But again, personal preference. But the art is really good. The colors are nice too, don't get me wrong. I mean, but it's been overshadowed. Sometimes the colorist can go too far that it undermines the art a little bit here and there. I'm not saying that's here, but sometimes it does. Also, Photoshop colors also muffles bad art a lot in comics. Not in this case. Moving on, because I'm rambling, I know. So yeah, Failsafe can fight. He says Batman has taken a life. Batman is over. And Robbie says, well, the Penguin, he didn't kill him. Cobblepot framed him. He said, and she says, Failsafe activated. Tricks inadequate, Tim Drake. And so Tim says, you may be the Batman of Zur and R or whatever, but you still got Batman's body, which already has taken a massive beating. We need to get away. Again, I like that part too. It seems they are not forgetting that Batman has taken a massive beating. And normally in normal modern comics, they just forget about it, and they're gonna be bosses all over the place in this comics. Not in this case. Batman is hurt. Although Zur-En-Arrh is taken over, he's still hurt. And you can show it. It tells. I like that. So he's more vulnerable, more weaker. Great stuff. Meanwhile, we have, in the last issue, this stuff is happening. Renee Montoya is here. We have, the Bat family. And it seems that Dick is calling on Barbara. And she has figured out that the Failsafe has, booby-trapped parts in Gotham. So, and she says that they feel like deliberate distractions, so we don't save Batman. Agreed. Cool. I like that. Small subplots here and there. And, we're moving on. God, what the hell is this? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Let's move on. So, okay, Robin drags Batman out, and it seems that the jammer radio is hurt because they need to call for backup. Batman is placing some booby traps, and he's using, I don't know, a green version of Azrael's sword, maybe? I'm not sure how it works. And so he says, get ready and destroy Failsafe. What? This thing almost killed us just now. We need to be strategic. If you really Batman without Bruce, then start acting like it. All right, so Failsafe comes out. There's an explosion, but, he's just like a Terminator. He just walked through it. And then they are putting some stuff on them because then Failsafe cannot see their heat signatures or something. And, all right, so Failsafe is looking for them, and he's destroying paintings. And, well, before he can, destroy this one with Alfred on it, Batman attacks. I think it's way too busy, his costume. And what is with this wrestling boots? I know I complain a lot, but it just feels weird. It's too busy. It's too busy. Moving on. And, cool action scenes here. But Batman is outclassed. Also Robin, too. And he says, wrong to fight for him. Doesn't care about you. Just his mission. Fighting me just causes your family pain. Again, I love the kinetic action here and there. It's very immersive, if you can say that. There's a lot of things going on. It's quick action, looks great. So they're going back and forth. There's, they attack him here. He fights back, and they're being put into a corner. But then, even against the odds, they still fight it. I like that. That's cool storytelling, in my opinion. And but Batman of Zur and R, I love that word, says, not family, soldiers, my army, and the war isn't done. Phil says, you created me to stop you. Your soldiers are inconsequential. And but then Bruce is talking back in his mind to Zur, or Zur and R. He says, don't lose sight of who we are. I'll let you out because I thought you could deactivate Failsafe. I created him. I can stop him. He knows your tricks. He's trying to stop the Batman. You know, the pure Batman you are. And I'm Batman and Bruce Wayne. And Tim is my soldier. He is my son. And it seems that did the trick, because Batman is now back in his own body. And he is, jumping out the window with Robin. And he says, get as far away as you can. Once you have your signal back, call for help. And then Batman is getting, grabbed by Failsafe. He's pulling in his burning house again. And he says, it's you again, isn't it? The original. It's the best way. He wants to kill him. Didn't I program you to talk so damn much? And he's using, some chemicals against him that works. And also using, because he's created Failsafe, he has made some weak spots. And that's, in his knees or kneecaps. But again, with a little bit of the weird dialogue, he says, I designed Failsafe, so I did design it with standard Android mobility weakness? ? Of course not. I am too damn good. That's not something Batman would say. That's not how it works, Chip. Okay, plan B. Get to the Batcave. Set self-destruct. But Failsafe is too quick. He punches him in the face. And he also says, hey, your self-destruct plan doesn't work because I disabled it. And, he's trying to get away, but he can't. And he's falling on the stairs, and he is thinking about Dick, Tim, Jason, Damien. Legacy, my sons. Can't move, body's giving out. This is a good death, isn't it? In this place, with all of these memories. This is a cool shot, by the way. Him lying here and then his family here. It's just great. But then this is happening before Failsafe can do the killing blow. There's an Arctic breath, or is that how they say it with Superman's powers? Because, come on, this is Superman, you all know it. or is it just cold breath? I don't know. Doesn't matter. And I don't hear Failsafe, but I hear him. When he means it, his voice is a boom. I'm going to need you to back away from my friend. And Fail says, I urge you to fly away. Well, Superman is here, and he looks cool. A little bit too big on the chest area, I think. But, like I said, small complaints. And, well, it leads us to the next issue, and I cannot wait. I just love Superman's costume. It's, I think, a design that is epic. Well, is that the word epic? It's just in one of maybe the best costume ever designed, in my humble opinion, except for these cuffs. I don't know what somebody made small changes about in his costume. Superman never has cuffs, but somehow they put it on. It doesn't matter. It still looks great with the cape flowing here with the bright red, and this the design is just pure gold. It's the best superhero ever created, in my opinion. And I'm rambling again. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about it. And yeah, see you next time. This is a backup story, by the way. It's not really that interesting, so we skip it. See ya. Bye-bye.